Alright, so in the first video we talked about how we see color, but what if we are looking at an object and we see it as white or we see it as black? Let's fix this. Let's see, can we draw it? Alright, so if we see it as white or if we see it as black. Well, white, remember, is the combination of all the colors of the rainbow. So, Roy, G, Biv. And so, we can represent it this way. If we add all of those colors up, it equals to the color white. And so when we see white, what happens is the light shines onto the object, and all the colors of the rainbow are reflected. And none of it is absorbed. So we see all the colors, and all the colors going to your eye will be perceived as white. The opposite of true of black is true of black. So if the light goes to the black object, none of the colors are reflected. This line represents that it's not being reflected, and it's all going to be absorbed into the object. So Roy, G, Biv all sinks into the object, and none of the colors are reaching the eye. So the eye sees actually a lack of color. Okay. The next topic I want to talk about is seeing in the dark. Now, nothing can see in the dark, not even an owl or a cat. And this is supposed to be a cat. Looks a little bit like a lion, but trust me, it's a cat. Let's see, cat. And here's a lamp. And of course, this odd creature is going to be, well, let's call it a rat because it's pretty big. And the only way that an object, that this cat can see this rat, is through light. Okay? And certain animals have more sensitivity to light, like maybe an owl. Let's try to draw an owl. Alright, this is a bad owl. Alright. How's that? Alright, so an owl. If you ever see pictures of an owl, it has very large eyes, so it can detect very little amounts of light. Make the owl nicer. So it's very sensitive to light, and so it can see in smaller amounts of light than you or I. Now, if there is no light, then the cat cannot see. All right, it needs a little bit of light in order to sense it. Now, it might have extremely good hearing, extremely good sense of smell, but in order for it to see, there has to be some light. So remember, no light, no sight. You have to be able to have some light in order to see. So I hope that clears it up. Thanks.